Hi, my loves. Welcome back. I'm Coach Naz, and in today's video, I want to share with you a little story. Excuse me, something that happened to me a couple days back, and I feel like it is going to share with you a little bit of insight where, sometimes in life we're so we can handle if things just don't go our way. And something didn't go my way a couple days back, and I'm going to share it with you. And it was just a weird sort of events that happened, and I want to share it because I feel like it will definitely give you some sort of wisdom, or it will just maybe make you laugh, at least. So let's get right into it. So a couple of days ago, I was driving very, very safely to my daughter's daycare to pick her up. And as I was driving, I see this guy next to me, and he fainted. So his car stopped, and then of course everybody behind him was just honking at him. Nobody checked in the car if he's okay, but everybody's honking and doing that thing. And then as I was in the car, I was like, I can't just. And by the way, I was really late. I mean, not late, but it's a long drive. There's a lot of traffic to get to my daughter's daycare. So I was like, I don't want to rush, So I was like, oh, I can't just let him, I can't just leave him like that. So I'm like, okay, I have to get out of this car. So what I did was, as I was driving, I just quickly, put my car on the sidewalk. I mean, the parking. I parked my car. Jesus, and it was really quick, right? Like I did it. I put my handbrake, whatever. I got out of the car and I just started running to his car. And as I was running, I see luckily this other couple in a truck, and then I see this other guy who's on a bike. And the guy in the bike was just like staring at him in the car, and I was like, call 911, do something. What are you doing? So what happened was, then I went to the car and I banged at firstly I was looking at him, and like he was just, like this, and his eyes were wide open. And so I banged, is that the right? I banged really hard on that window. It almost broke. Because I was like, he has to wake up, and then of course, then you get all these thoughts in your head, like, oh my God, what if he died or something, got a heart attack? And anyway, so I kind of spoke to the couple in the truck, and then the guy on the bike, and then they were calling 911 and everything. So I was like, okay, let me just go back in my car and just like wait. And then as I switched my car, because it's Canada, we're freezing out here, I have to have the heater on. So as I switched my car on, it literally is not switching on. Okay. It goes like click, 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 like these, the little clicking noise. And complete failure. Does not, I keep on pressing the button, nothing is happening. And I'm like, what the F is going on right now? Okay. So as I was doing that, I was frustrated because I'm like, here I am, like trying to help him out, trying to be a good human being. And then this happens to me. Why is, and then I get into that mindset, and I'm having these thoughts. And and then of course, I kind of get a little bit annoyed, but then because I've done a lot of work on my mindset, instantly I'm grateful, because not to say I'm perfect. I go up and down with this, of course, but to be honest, I'm pretty good at this point in my life, where if something bad happens, I instantly, like maybe after like a couple thoughts, I go to like, okay, what is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to save me from? Was I trying to, if I drove, would I get hit by a car? I don't know. So I, had all of those grateful thoughts. And of course, now I'm like, okay, I have to do something about this, because if I don't pick up my daughter, nobody's there to pick her up, and she's a toddler. So, if I can't even get an Uber there, because I'm sure there's ways to go about it. Anyway, that's a whole different story. So I'm stressing because now I'm like, okay, I'm late. My car is not switching on. What is going on? So luckily, I gave a call to my daughter's father, and he went to pick her up. Thank you, Lord, save the day. And then And then after, of course, this whole thing kind of kept on going on. I got the CA guy to come in, and he like, he said it was the battery, jump started the car. Then the next day, again, I'll go to my, no, he said just leave the car on and, your battery will be fine. The next morning, I go to switch it on, like, of course I'm in La La Land. Like, I don't, I'm just like going with the flow. Totally forgot about the incident. And then I go back into my car again, it's not switching on. And I was like, oh my God, I'm going to hurt somebody. Anyways. And then I go to my regular mechanic and I say, you got to fix this, because it's like, I don't even know what's wrong with it. I don't know if it's a battery, whatever. And then he said, no, it's not the battery. The battery's fine. It's something else, which we fixed. I paid money there, and then I left. I'm like, okay, everything's good, great. And then the next morning again, the car doesn't switch on, and I'm like, Lord, you are testing me. I'm getting tested. I was very, very tested. This was it this morning or last morning? I can't even remember because I feel like this has been going for a long time now. No, I think it was last morning, like yesterday, because I was going to go to the gym. I was ready. I was like, it's a Monday. I'm going to get ready. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And then again, the car doesn't switch on. And I'm like, this has to be a joke. And now, I drove it to, this morning I actually found another mechanic and I drove it. Hopefully he's able to fix it. Because it's like, because when you jump start the car, it's so random. But when you jump start the car, you don't see any like red lights. Like it doesn't indicate anything. So you're like, what is wrong with the car? Like you don't get it. And so hopefully, anyways, that's a whole different story. But what I'm trying to get, the whole point of the story, sorry, I tell long stories, is that, we sometimes, when everything is going with the flow, you're going to the gym, you're making good money at work, you're going on trips with family, like everything is flowing. And then suddenly when something just comes in our way and stops us, from doing that thing we really were excited to do, or to, we really had to do this. When it stops us, it's a divine guidance. And at that moment in time, the first question you're just like, why is this happening to me? Like, I'm sure majority of us ask that, like, why is this happening? What am I doing? Like, why is this, But what I realized is that what happened then is when I dropped my car off to the dealership, to this other mechanic place this morning, I walked to the gym. And I was like, oh my God, I have never, ever walked anywhere in this area because the area is a little bit like too many cars. It's not like I think if it was like more trees and stuff, I probably would do more walks. But like this area, it's not. It's more, there's a lot of like mechanic shops out here. So to me, it's not my best walk. But I went for this walk this morning because I don't know the choice because I didn't have a car. And I was like, oh my God, this is so amazing. I love this walk. I was like looking at all the trees and I was like, wow, I seldom actually know what happened was the last 2 weeks, I'm not gonna lie, I have been slacking on going for walks because I was complaining about the weather in my head. Because every day in the morning, I'm like, look at this gloomy weather. Like, I really want to be in Los Angeles or something like sunny. And I was complaining about it, I'm not gonna lie, in my head, not out loud. Like you get those thoughts for a sec. And so I didn't go for a lot of walks for the last 2 weeks. And again, I don't know why this happened, right? There's so many reasons, and maybe I'll find out in a couple of weeks why this really happened. But what I also want to mention is that, yes, we can control things in our life, but also, I've totally forgot to mention this part. I'm so sorry. I got really excited with this microphone. Is that when, I couldn't switch on my car, and that was a whole big thing. Because I was talking to my mom, and I was like, oh my God, like, this guy, today could have been his last day. Like, he was probably like 36, 37. He was a young guy. And it could have been his last day. He could have, who knows, had a heart attack in the car or something else, And my issue of my car not starting, that's like, it's so minute to not having a life anymore. Like that is, like it doesn't matter. All these little things we go through and we sit and we talk, we complain like, oh my God, this sucks and life sucks. And it's like, no, but you have a life. You can still decide to live. And when I went for that walk this morning, even though at the start I was like, oh my God, this is going to be fun, kind of thing. And then I'm like, I had the best time on that walk. I was looking at people. I was, even though I wasn't talking to anybody, but I was connecting to people. And it was just so good to see, just people walking on a street. Usually I do like jogs and like, parks and stuff. But this was just, I had a really good time. But yeah, this message is really for everybody to not, stress over little things that happen in your life, because yes, sometimes it's frustrating, right? But sometimes it's just like, you don't know what the bigger picture is. You don't know what could have happened if I did get back into that car. Maybe I wouldn't be here. Who the hell knows? And maybe it's not my time yet. I don't know. I don't know the answers, but all I know is that I'm here. I'm happy and I'm grateful. And so this message is just for everybody, anybody out there who is going through a situation where like something, you're trying to do over and over again, and it's just not happening. It's not working out. And sometimes it's just okay to be like, this sucks. I have to walk to the gym, but I am grateful. And I love the sunshine. I love seeing the birds. I love seeing people laugh. And that is what my soul needed to do this morning. So I just wanted to share this message for you guys. I really hope that it resonated. And I promise I'll get back into my regular love and dating coach shenanigans. But for now, I just thought I wanted to share this message with you guys. And hopefully you guys like this new, the new microphone, how this sounds. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions for videos, please do not hesitate to put them down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video.